Welcome class. Today we are going to start chapter 1 of your English 1. I welcome the entire class 7 to watch this video. Okay, so your first chapter is the sentences. So first we need to know what sentences are. What is the need of sentences? Okay, so why we require sentence? We require sentence to communicate with others. For example, if I want to communicate with my mom, if I want to communicate with my family or my relatives, how am I going to communicate? Will they just look at my face and understand what I want to say? No. I need to express my thoughts to them. And how I'm going to express my thoughts? I'm going to express my thoughts through sentences. So in short, sentences are required for the thoughts that needs to be expressed. Words have to be put in a certain order so that they make sense. And such a group of word is called a sentence. Such a group of word is called sentences. For example, if I simply say, am fun. Is it something that is sounding very true? No, it is not. This group of words does not make a proper sense. But if I say, I am making fun, then this sentence makes sense. So, in other words, a group of words that is arranged in a defined way and has a complete sense is called a sentence. So, what are the basic rules for a sentence? A sentence should always start with a capital letter. Will always begin with a capital letter. And it will always end either with a full stop or a question mark or an exclamatory mark. Okay? It will end with a full stop, a full question mark or exclamation mark. And a sentence will always have a subject and a predicate. Will always have a subject and a predicate. Clear? And now you know what a subject and a predicate is. Right? So, in today's class, we will be knowing what are the various kind of sentences. What are the different types of sentences. We have 5 kind of sentences today. Okay? What are they? They are declarative sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, exclamatory sentence, optative sentence. They are declarative, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory and optative sentence. Clear? Now see, what a declarative sentence is. A declarative sentence is a sentence that makes a statement or an assertion. A declarative sentence is a statement where the speaker makes a statement or an assertion. For example, see, Humpty sat on a wall. Humpty sat on a wall. I am having my lunch. So these are kind of statements. Okay. Now your declarative sentence is of 2 types. Affirmative and negative. Affirmative means which answers yes, means which is positive in sense. And negative means which is negative in sense. Means the sentence should contain a negation. Negation means the word no or not. Any word that is no or not is your negation. And any sentence contains a negation word is your negative sentence. See, he does not want to play football. He does not want to play football. So I am here putting a stress on the word not. So not is the negation word and thus it is a negative sentence. Next is your interrogative sentence. So what is an interrogative sentence? An interrogative sentence is a sentence that asks a question. Your interrogative sentence is a sentence that asks question. For example, who is your father? Who is your father? What are you doing? Who is your father? What are you doing? And your interrogative sentence always ends with a question mark. Next is your imperative sentence. Next is your imperative sentence. Okay. Now what an imperative sentence is? An imperative sentence expresses a request, an order, advice or instruction is called imperative sentence. Any sentence that is going to express a request, a order, a command or advice, suggestion is your imperative sentence. Okay. And one more thing. Imperative sentence does not contain a subject. Does not contain a subject. It contains an implied subject. An implied subject means you have to understand that there is a subject. It has been spoken. For example, if I say sit down, if I say please close the windows. So these kind of sentences can be an order, can be a request, can be a command, can be an advice. Okay. This is your imperative sentence. Next is your exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence means any sentence that expresses a strong and sudden feeling. A strong, sudden feeling that can be a surprise, joy, anger, etc. is your exclamatory sentence and uses an exclamation mark. Any sentence that expresses joy, anger, sadness, anguish and ends with exclamation mark is your exclamatory sentence. Okay. Next is your optative sentence. Now let's first see what some examples of exclamatory sentence. Suppose hurrah, we have won the match. Alas, he is no more. Hurrah means I'm very happy. The person who was saying this, very happy. Hurrah. Hurrah, we won the match. Alas, he is no more. He died. So many people are dying out of COVID. Then, how intelligent the boy is. How intelligent the boy is. See, in this sentence, the sentence is starting with how. But it is not an interrogative sentence. It is an exclamatory sentence because it is ending with a exclamation mark. And it is actually explaining how intelligent the boy is. It is actually describing the intelligence of the boy. It is pointing at the intelligence of the boy. Next is your optative sentence. Next is your optative sentence. What an optative sentence is? A sentence that expresses a wish or prayer is called a optative sentence. Any sentence that expresses a wish, or a prayer is called an optative sentence. An optative sentence also contains a exclamatory mark. So the difference between exclamatory sentences and optative sentence is exclamatory sentences expresses surprise, anger, happiness, sadness, anguish, but optative sentence expresses wish or prayer. For example, may you live long, may God help you. Okay, this kind of wish and prayer are said to be optative sentences. So for today, you will be going through what sentences are and the different kind of sentences. And your next class, I will be doing the next part of the chapter. Till then, study properly, stay safe, stay home.